Preparing to go live. Preparing. All right, I don't know if we're live yet or not. I'm gonna go check over here on. Sounds like we're live. But check over here. Oh, sounds like we are. All right, let me open up Top Chat on my iPad and make sure that we are good to go over here on YouTube. I don't expect us to have a lot of people viewing at the moment, as I've been gone for a while. So just be aware of that. Let's see. YouTube. Please excuse my boxes and my wonderful little board up there. Let's see. YouTube. So we're going to be doing the weekly zodiac reads like we used to do. And we're probably going to start with Aries because I don't have our cards available yet with the 12 zodiac signs. So we're going to start with Aries and then we'll continue on from there. I will be taking just like the old days. Remember the old days? I miss those times. We will be taking one of our Wisdom of the Oracle cards for everyone and then one for each sign. And then we will also be taking the Ciro Marchetti deck. I do ask that you guys please be understanding of the fact that I have a lot of boxes behind me. Those are my Hurricane Milton evacuation boxes that need to be put back in place. So it may take me a couple weeks before I'm actually able to get everything back to normal in my apartment. I'm about 2/3 of the way through my living quarters, my personal living quarters. I share an apartment with my son, and so my side of the apartment is pretty much almost back to normal, but the office, the living room, that's going to need a little bit of work. So thank you guys so much for understanding ahead of time. Let me pull up. There I am. Okay, now we're good. Let me get chat open where I could see it. I see somebody posted. It looks like Jennifer Rausch. I see the picture. It looks like Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer. I might have to log in to get to chat. Is that how you guys get to chat? Do you have to be like logged in? Forgive my ignorance, but I don't know. All right. Hmm. Oh, it has me logged in as the wrong account over here. Okay, let me just close this down so we don't have to deal with that. I'll deal with that later. I'll pull up chat over here. It is Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Hello. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for checking in on me during the double storms. I really appreciated that. And please excuse my boxes, as I said. How are you? How are you? How are you? Can you hear me okay? Let me remove my keyboard because I don't need it now. We do not have Tank here moderating, just so you know. He had to go out to work. So it's just me. If you can, give me a thumbs up to let me know if you can hear me all right. Okay, good. Good. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. I'm doing okay. The storm took a real I don't know, every time I think about it, I want to cry actually. So I'm not going to get into it too much, but the storm kind of took a little bit of an emotional toll. It sort of felt like having to deal with grief prior to leaving because you're kind of like having to say goodbye to like everything you own in your home and the things that you can't get boxed up and out because you've only got so much time. And then thankfully, I did learn if anybody is in any kind of evacuation area that is prone to flooding, the one thing I did learn that was extremely helpful. Hey, Keisha. So the one thing I learned that was extremely helpful is that sandbags work. Sandbags will absorb the water coming in. They also prevent the water from coming in. So sandbags, sandbags, sandbags. If you cannot get sandbags, at least try to make your own and make sure they're full. Don't like do like half sandbags or quarter sandbags. They need to be full sandbags. If you end up, so I had two different experiences. Hurricane Helene, we picked up sandbags that were already pre-made. So they were about 3/4 of the way full. For Hurricane Milton, we filled our own sandbags. So we went into the self-fill line because that was the only line available, which took us 3 hours, 3.5 hours. And my son was like, "Why are you filling those so full, Mom?" And I'm like, "We just are. Just put them in the truck." Just put them in the truck. I'll fill them. And so I filled those sandbags as far as possible. And we put them in my big truck. Thank goodness I have a Ford F-150. And which by the way is the best car I've ever had. It's like luxurious on the inside. It's like incredible. It can go anywhere. Um and so I kind of like harassed my son about putting these sandbags up. And after the fact, he's like, "Mom, we're taking 2 cars to go get sandbags next time." So he definitely saw the value of them after the fact when we were picking up the sandbags to take them out, and they were like dripping water everywhere. But we had no flooding in here thanks to those sandbags. So it's good stuff. That and Surge. Okay, so we've got one card for everybody. Clean it up. Although, I would say maybe this came up because we were just talking about that sort of thing. I really don't feel that way. We just went through a full moon in Aries, which can bring a little bit of upheaval for people this particular week. And then we have a new moon coming in Scorpio in November. And so the new moon, I believe it's on November the 1st. Hold on, let me check my box. So I know this box actually has my date planner in it. Hold on. Shove the box back aside. All right, I'm pretty sure it's November the 1st, but let me see if I can find the time for you. Eastern Standard Time, of course, which that might change when I move to Hawaii. We might have to start like figuring out what time since they have their own time zone. Let's see. That's December. Let me go back. It's in November. So for those of you that don't know, this is a really great exercise. If anybody's interested in astrology, this is what I do for each month. Like you see how I put all the symbols, the astrological symbols up here. So whoops. So I know exactly what's going on astrologically speaking throughout the entire year. So if I need to look up like a future date for travel or something of that nature, I can look at my calendar, which is kind of like my own personal ephemeris, and I could see what's going on in the upcoming days. So yes, the new moon is in Scorpio on November the 1st, and that will be at 9 degrees 34 at 0846. So at 0846 in the morning. So you won't actually like see the new moon in the Eastern time zone. However, that's when that's coming up. And as we know, anything related to Scorpio, which y'all know I love Scorpio energy. I love Scorpio people. Have met quite a few. Oh, shout out to the Scorpio and Capricorn I met at work last night. If you are watching or rewatching this at a later date, loved all your crystal bracelets. You know, definitely loved meeting you guys as well. I hope to see you guys back at the restaurant. So it's new moon in Scorpio, which is about new beginnings, right? But what is Scorpio um known for? They're known for endings and new beginnings. They're known for rebirths. So I would challenge you to think between now and the 1st of November so that you can harness the new moon energy properly. And we will do a new moon ritual video for the new moon in Scorpio. So there's going to be more unique content up on the channel. So I challenge you to think about, okay, what can you get rid of between now and then, right? Because Scorpio has to have the death, you know, the burial of something that's of non-importance in order to have the renewal and the rebirth. So I challenge you in the next couple weeks to figure out, okay, what needs to end in your life? Is there a vice that needs to end in your life? I mean, Scorpio does have a tendency to lean towards escapism. So is there some sort of escapism that needs to be cleaned up? Is there some sort of area of your life that needs to be kind of rewritten, so to speak, right? Where perhaps you give up a bad habit. Perhaps you give up a bad habit and you focus very strongly in one direction or another. I will, for the new moon in Scorpio, because I have the time between now and then, I will look into doing how it's going to affect different houses. So between now and then, check into your birth chart. If you don't know how to do that, send me a message. I might be able to do it for you. If you could send me your birth date and your birth date, your time, and your location, and I could tell you which house the new moon in Scorpio will affect. And then you'll know what you need to be looking at, what you need to clean up, what you need to work on, what you need to shift and change. Okay. So clean it up doesn't necessarily have to do with cleaning Hurricane Milton boxes and putting shit away. It could, but it has more to do with cleaning up an aspect of your life, right? And when you clean up this aspect of your life, you can create energy, the space for energy to come back in. So let's see. We've got some chat over here about Keisha. I love Keisha's notes to everybody. She's so like on the ball with that. Let's see. Any trolling? I love you for that, Keisha. Love you regardless, but you know, love that as well. Very thankful for sandbags too. Working and studying for philosophy. Ooh, you and Maverick need to talk more. You and Maverick need to talk more. It sounds like you guys are on the same page. Not surprising though, since you're both Scorpios. Okay. Let's start. Well, we've got Jennifer and Keisha in here. Jennifer came in first. Let's go ahead and let's do Gemini first. I know we were gonna go we were gonna go in order, but let me find a pen and write down the order we're going in. That way I can make sure that we get everybody covered. Pisces will probably be last, just so you know. I'm not changing that. Pisces is gonna be last. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do Gemini and Scorpio. I missed y'all quite a bit. All right. Gemini, your oracle card with clean it up is milk and honey. Ooh, okay. Boy, that made my face look really weird. Milk and honey and clean it up. So when we talk about milk and honey, that's sort of like your home life, right? It's sort of like your sustenance, your life force. Specifically, milk and honey is speaking about the things that you need in order to provide you with comfort and to provide you with a sense of home and happiness and nourishment. So that would tell me that for you guys, Gemini, you need to take a look at your life and see if there's anything that's inhibiting you from feeling a strong sense of contentment, Is there anything in your diet that needs to be adjusted or needs to be removed? Because I mean, we are talking about food with milk and honey. Is there anything in your home life that needs to be changed in order to make provision for the things that you have a strong need of? Whether that is a strong need of, just normal assets like shopping, gas, things of that nature, or whether it's, okay, this particular area of my home does not feel homey. It does not feel right. The energy feels off. Let me sage the home. Let me clean the home. Let me remove stuff in order to change this area around to create I don't know why I'm getting a more passionate vibe, but kind of like passion for life kind of vibe, like a creative corner or something of that nature. Hey, Jessica. Jessica, I'm going to do Scorpio right after Gemini. So you got perfect timing, love. How are your babies? Jessica, please excuse my boxes. Oh, and my vision board. All right. Gemini. I'll probably be going longer than 1 p.m., just so you guys know. Okay, Gemini, we have strength. Ooh, 5 of coins. The hangman. What's up with this? 6 of swords. Yep. Interesting. So we have clean it up, milk and honey, right? 5 of coins would definitely be pointing to that milk and honey energy, because 5 of coins could be needing to bring in more material assets. It could be, feeling a sense of being alone, like you're feeling a sense of claustrophobia in your own home. The 5 of coins could also be looking at the lives of others and saying, why do they have something I don't? So the 5 of coins being the central issue to your reading would indicate a strong sense of feeling loss. With the 6 of swords, though, I feel like the full moon in Aries that we had this past week, leading up to that regeneration, reburial, or rebirth. Hey, Rosie. Hello, baby. How are you? Um, oh, they're getting so big. Oh, that's awesome. We're about ready to do Scorpio after Gemini. So having the strength card here and the 6 of swords indicates that there's a strong need for you to go through some sort of transition in your life and to make movement forward, right? To take some sort of action to move forward in your life, to release some of this negative energy that we're seeing with the 5 of coins. Now, you may be putting on a brave front with this strength card, kind of showing everybody that, you got it all together. Everything's good. Everything's fantastic with Gemini. But yet there's a part of you inwardly, no matter how far you're moving forward. Notice these swords are still here, right? So there's a part of you that is still holding on to either some past memories or some difficulties or something that is just very hard to maneuver your way through to get out of. It could be maneuvering your way through to better pay. It could be maneuvering your way through to creating a good home environment. Like if you have some problem with your home and you're needing to move or you're needing to make some changes, could be like, how do you maneuver that when you've got all these other issues going on? So the 6 of swords, although it is transitionary and although it is moving forward, she's in a boat with swords all around her. So it's like navigating those waters to get out of this energy. Well, the hangman. Hangman's your answer to navigating those waters. The hangman's your answer to that transition. With this hangman, this is you intentionally setting some time aside, getting out your notebook, writing things down, coming up with a plan, looking at how you can move forward, looking at how you can actually traverse those difficult waters in order to either bring in more money or bring in a better home life or bring in a sense where you feel connected to the world. I do still feel that one of you has a creative flair and you need to experience that sense of creativity, whether it's painting, whether it's writing, whether it's, pottery or knitting, crochet, whatever the creativity needs to be. It's like you need to create your little nook, your little niche in your home where you can experience that sense of creativity, Gemini, even if it's just like a tremendous pop of color that just excites you and brings that passionate energy to create a home that is not only worthy of living in, but a home where you feel safe, excited about the future, and excited about the possibilities. Because in that space, you will be able to let some of this negative energy go in order to move forward. Make sense? That's what I got for you for Gemini for this week. Focus. Hi, everyone. You did not miss Scorpio. Scorpio's coming up next because I've got 3 Scorpios in here right now. 3 Scorpios. And let's see. I don't even know how many people are in here right now. I can't even see that. 3 Scorpios and a Gemini. Gemini. Let's see. The Oracle card for Scorpio is. Ooh, okay. Hmm. All right. So what I'm getting for Scorpios is that we've got too much masculine energy that has, and maybe you're in the process of making a shift and a change for that. So what I'm seeing specifically for Scorpio is a need, it says clean it up and yin, right? And so yin is divine feminine energy. And what is divine feminine energy? It's compassion. It's like, getting into your emotions, being feeling, being loving, being kind, being nurturing. So it's possible that perhaps with this clean it up and yin, it's possible that in the recent days, there has been a time where you've been kind of embracing more of the divine masculine energy within you, because we all have divine masculine and feminine energy, right? And the divine masculine energy is sort of like an all or nothing energy. It's like, I'm going after this at the expense of everything else. And only what's important to me is what's going to come forth, or I absolutely need to achieve X, Y, or Z in order to, you know, have something. So I feel that you're kind of being guided to release divine masculine energy and embrace a more compassionate, loving role in your life. It could be that somebody in your life, whether it's an animal or a person, is in need of your compassion, is in need of your love, is in need of your kindness, is in need of knowing that you care, So that's what I'm seeing here for you. It's also possible that maybe you're in need of that. So perhaps you're giving off a stronger energy, and you need to give off a lighter, more delicate energy in order to attract that love into your life. Does that make sense? All right, let's see what we've got for Scorpio, please. Scorpio. Scorpio. I'm using the Marchetti deck. I did mention it earlier. Marchetti deck and Wisdom of the Oracle. Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. Overall energy for you is the 6 of Cups. Jessica, and this could be children, obviously. Because it's got kind of like this daydreamy, fun energy. So this could be surrounding your children. But for everybody else, this is an energy of nostalgia. It's also an energy where you're looking back at fond memories, you're looking back at pictures, you're wondering what could have been, or you're kind of like in this dreamy state of, this past situation, this past love, this past time frame is one that you wish to embrace and experience more of now in the present moment. It looks to me, based on the 3 cards that came out for you this week, it looks to me like it's more of a future forward energy rather than a going backward energy. So, I mean, it could involve somebody from your past, which could be yesterday. Hey, Jen, Taurus will be up next. Hold on, let me put Taurus up next. Taurus up next. Okay. Um, so it could be that, you are looking back at a time that was really great, really wonderful, and, involved a person or a situation that you would like to return to. But the past could be yesterday, it could be last week, it could be last month, it could be last year, it could be 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever the case may be. The thing I like about the Six of Cups in this particular deck, the Six of Cups in this particular deck, if we really look deeply in it, we have like a unicorn, we have Aladdin. So there's this kind of fairy tale daydreamy energy, which we typically don't see in a Scorpio card. I would expect to see it in a Pisces card, of course, but this is a card of Scorpio, Scorpio second decan. So if you're born between November 1st and November 10th, this would be your personal card. And so when we have this energy, it's sort of a daydreamy energy of what could be in the future, right? So we have this beautiful energy of you focused on that, and this is what I love. Oh my goodness, wait till you see this. So Scorpio, we have the Lovers, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So the Lovers is a strong partnership. It doesn't necessarily have to be with a romantic partner. It could be a strong partnership in the workplace. It could be a strong friendship, like one that is like super, super strong, and you guys just get each other, you understand each other on a level that is hard to explain. But typically the Lovers shows up when a decision needs to be made on the love front or on a partnership front, whether it's career, whether it's, personal, etc. And the Eight of Wands indicates strong, quick movement and lots of communication. So I feel that communicating with this Queen of Wands person is what is going to bring you the clarity on how to move forward quickly, whether that's how to move forward quickly on a passionate project or how to move forward quickly on work or, personal level. It also could be that this Queen of Wands is who you're heading towards. And so the Queen of Wands doesn't have to necessarily be a woman. She is on the card. It could be a woman, a man, they, them. I don't care which gender you identify with. You are all welcome here on my channel. So just to note that, you guys know that about me. So with the Queen of Wands, it's just somebody who's very self-confident. They're very alluring. They just have this je ne sais quoi, something that like attracts you to them, that makes you want to be in their presence, makes you want to get to know them, makes you want to pursue whatever they're pursuing in life, or pursue them romantically, or pursue them, as a strong friendship. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's great at networking. She's the one who can get up and talk to everybody, and everybody is captivated by her words and her actions and her deeds. So I love the Queen of Wands because she's also very entrepreneurial in spirit. So if she has an idea, she runs with it. She doesn't just sit around and wait for the idea to kind of take shape. So this could be you harnessing that energy after connecting with somebody who gives you that sense of excitement, gives you that sense of energy to go after it. This could also just very simply be you moving towards somebody of that nature, but it's going to require, Scorpio, you to show a more feminine energy, compassion, love, kindness, kind of softening out the rough edges, right? Because Scorpios, including Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon, we all, because I have a Scorpio moon, so I'm going to include myself in this. We all have a way of speaking that comes out somewhat harshly because the delivery is honest and direct, right? And so sometimes people have trouble with that. It may be necessary for you to kind of soften the delivery of your communication and be less direct, less be totally honest, but less forthright, and just kind of soften the delivery, and I think that'll help you a lot. So that's why I have for Scorpio. All right, let's see what's going on. Everybody, please excuse my Hurricane Milton evacuation boxes. I will get them put back away later. Later. Hold on. It's Mountain Dew time. I do have water here, but I just kind of like my Mountain Dew when I'm live. I don't know why. Oh, Jennifer told you that we were online, Jen. That's cool. So next up will be Taurus. I'm trusting in the split of the deck that whomever is supposed to get the top card will get the top card. So Taurus, you came in next, so Taurus is next. And and then of course I'm shuffling the actual deck. Ooh, how is everybody? I'll take a brief little break after whomever's after Taurus. Whomever we choose is after Taurus. Oh, the twin status Taurus. There you go. See, everybody that's supposed to have the reading is having the reading right now. That's how I see it. Okay, Taurus. Taurus for the upcoming week, please. Energy of the upcoming week for Taurus. All right, Taurus got a second message. Taurus energy just suddenly got a little bit whacked. I'm sort of feeling intense, anxious. I don't know who's feeling anxious. I don't know if there's somebody silently watching that's feeling anxious. I'm feeling a strong sense of anxiety all of a sudden out of nowhere. Definitely not me. Let's see. Taurus. Ooh, boy. Wow. Okay. Okay. Everything is in alignment. Yeah, I don't ever see you anxious, Jen. So, hey Fusion, how are ya? Perfect timing, Taurus. Taurus, I got a really interest. So, I was feeling anxiety, right? Had not yet turned over the Wisdom of the Oracle card, and what comes up but peace. I'm not kidding you. Peace came up. Peace. So, this is a reading for somebody with intense anxiety. And not aloha Fusion, aloha everyone. So not only is this showing that this is a reading here for somebody with intense anxiety, I'm seeing someone who has to make a decision about taking action. They've already or are about to this week make a decision on a new beginning. Now, the ace, this is the secondary message. A decision needs to be made on a new beginning. So is the decision that you're starting all over from scratch, right? Is the decision that you have a new job that you have to decide if you're going to accept or not accept, gonna move, gonna do whatever. That ace of coins can literally be anything, right? Any new beginning. It could be moving into a committed relationship. It could be leaving a committed relationship. You know, it's a decision about a fresh start. So if this decision has not yet been made and it's something that's in your mind space, the decision needs to be made this week. The decision needs to be made. No action will be taken this week. I see that. But a decision must occur. This was your secondary. In order for what? In order for you to have peace. With clean it up coming up in relation to judgment. The decision may involve letting something go. Now, letting something go, like I said, could be anything. But it's like in order for you to have peace, in order for you to have a new beginning, a decision to let something go must occur. And it could be that this full moon in Aries has told you it's time to let go of something. It could be that the recent eclipses said it's time to let go of something. Whatever it was that has triggered or will trigger this need to release something, It's for your own good. It's to bring in positive energy, to bring in the new beginning, to bring in peace. Sometimes peace hurts though, you know? I mean, sometimes decisions are so hard that in order for you to have peace, it can be disturbing to have to make those changes. So here we have the overall energy of your reading, Taurus, is the Two of Wands. How do you take action? So this is not the decision itself. This is after the decision is made. How do you take action? So even if you're kind of wavering on what to do, it might be a good idea to kind of take stock of how do you take action if you make choice A? How do you take action if you make choice B? And that will give you a sense of, okay, what is the right thing to do next? We have, this is a secret. Whatever this decision is that you're making, Taurus, it is something that you're making quietly and privately. Here is our high priestess, secret keeper. The high priestess is the secret keeper, but there's so many choices with the Seven of Cups on how to take action, on what to do. It may be that there's multiple things that you have to do, that you have to order and say, okay, I need to do this. I don't need to do this now. I need to do this other thing. What is the most important? And maybe it's actually looking through all of those multiple choices of things that must be done and deciding what is the smallest step that you can take in the upcoming week, right? Because taking action is either going towards your happiness or towards you know, kind of some emotional difficulty. We have the sun, happy new beginning, the moon, not really knowing where you're going. So we have this energy here of you putting on the brave front with strength, you trying to be brave to make this decision, because whatever this decision is, it's a hard one to make. With the strength card, with the judgment card, with clean it up, needing peace, feeling that anxiety, all that stuff. Whatever this decision is, it's something that is overwhelming. And it's something that you need to keep to yourself and keep quiet in the moment. Because right now, there's baby steps that need to be done with the Seven of Cups, right? Baby steps. But what's the most effective baby steps you can take this week towards making your dream a reality? So, you know, maybe that's finding a mentor. Maybe that's just cleaning out the attic, you know, I mean, the attic or the attic up here, right? You know, what action can you take that will help to relieve some of the overwhelming, daunting feeling that this particular new direction is overwhelming and outside of your reach? Because I see it's not outside of your reach, but you need to figure out how to get started. So that will be different for all of you. For some of you, this will be career oriented. For some of you, this will be personal. For some of you, this will be, you know, are you going to start your own business? Are you going to start a new hobby? Are you going to start, you know, saving for a new car, saving for that, you know, whatever the case may be. The Ace of Coins is always to bring something good and something exciting and something fresh and new into your life. And peace, it looks like you're in need of something new. So even if this is starting a new hobby, you're in need of something new. You're in need of something new for, you know, for your soul, the peace of your soul. And so that's what I have for Taurus. Tuffy. Okay. Tuffy, tuffy, tuffy. Yeah, secrets. That high priestess, secret keeper. All right, I'll let those of you that are in choose which sign comes next. Spirit knows what you're going to choose already. But it can't be Pisces. Pisces is last. Anything but Pisces. I've missed y'all. It's so good to see you. I have Monday during the days off from here on out. So Mondays at 11:30, we will be here. So we got Cancer. Is it 11:11? 11:11 in your time zone. 12:11 here. Go ahead, make a wish. Those of you that are in Central or those of you that saw 11:11. I should give you a moment. So for those of you, I don't know if you guys saw my Hurricane Milton and Helene update. If you want to know what we dealt with here, that would be the video. I think I called it Milton and Helene's Love Affair Gone Wrong. Milton chasing after Helene with a vengeance. We did Gemini, Scorpio, and Taurus. And you're the only one who's answered. So Cancer comes up next. Cancer's next. Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Ooh, I like the card you have from Wisdom of the Oracle. I tried to include some of the videos that I took, but I forgot that I would have needed to do them all in landscape mode. So oops, I goofed on that one, but that's all right. Me too, Keisha. Me too. All right. Cancer, I am getting a strong Saturnian energy, which is Saturn, and Saturn is the taskmaster, the great taskmaster. Saturn can be what's the word? Malefic, a very difficult planet. Because when Saturn is ruling something in your chart, Saturn is teaching you a big lesson. And sometimes being taught lessons means you have to go through some difficulties, right? Because sometimes lessons only come through the difficulty, through the fire. So there's a Cancer out there that I feel is dealing with a strong life lesson. Okay. Yeah, it's coming through. Oh, wow. Cancer energy, not so good this week. Okay. Um, that would explain the Saturn energy. So, Cancer, take a look and see where Saturn is in your chart, house 8, 1 through 12. And that's the area in which you may be experiencing a life lesson. If you could figure out what the life lesson is through through that alignment, where transiting Saturn is in your chart, then you will be better able to get beyond that, if that makes any sense. Dragon Force. Oh, yeah, yeah. Gosh, I haven't listened to Dragon Force in a long time, actually. I used to listen to their music all the time. So Saturn, I feel like, or Cancer, I feel like Saturn is teaching you a lesson. And the lesson is helping you to release something because you literally are precisely where you need to be. I get with this card poised that there's about to be a shift. There's about to be something that comes along and changes everything, but it does not feel that way because Saturn takes forever, like forever. You might have been going through this for a very long time. Could have been a year, could have been 2 years, could have been months, could have been weeks. But Saturn can be a royal pain in the A double, because it takes forever to deal with whatever the uh, what? So Fred is saying you're not letting go of something that you need to let go of. Um, it's almost like you're hanging on too tightly to something that's not good for you, whether it's an idea, a thought, an action, a habit. So, Cancer, if you can release whatever it is that's not good for you, I feel like you are going to be precisely where you need to be to experience joy, to experience excitement, to experience new growth, to experience a miracle of sorts. A miracle doesn't have to be like this great, gigantic thing from, the divine, but it can be a small movement forward that takes you out of a difficult energy. The energy I see for you this week is going to be tough. But Cancer, I feel you can work yourself out of it. Surround yourself with people you love and surround yourself with positive things, and that will help a lot. Now, the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is when you ruminate on something that's lost. Even though, like, we have this energy here with the Three of Cups that says, okay, love exists, that there are good things in your life, but yet you're focused on what is not there or what has gone wrong. So with the Five of Cups, there's a focus on things that have gone wrong. It's a very self-absorbed energy. And so sometimes circumstances put us in that kind of energy and it's difficult to get out of. We see that this appears to be a fear-based energy for Cancer. With the Hangman, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, we're back to decisions, kind of like Scorpio is dealing with decisions, right? Seven of Cups. Here we are again. Many decisions. Was it Scorpio or was it Taurus? It was Taurus, I think. Taurus had to make a decision, right? Taurus. So that same similar energy with this Seven of Cups here. There's a need to look at different aspects of your life that you're going through hard times and find a way out. Look at them from a different perspective with the Hangman. Maybe what you need to do is you need to look at them as, okay, this is a life lesson that's about to end and something great is coming. And so there may be a need, for strong affirmations and seeing things in a positive light, finding joy in the little things, whatever the case may be that kind of can trigger you out of that negative self-talk that we see here. The Eight of Swords is one of extreme fears and worries of our own making, right? So we see that Cancer is going to kind of struggle this week, and it may be that Aries energy. It's got you a little bit out of sorts. So Cancer may be struggling with seeing things from a positive perspective because it seems like everything's been going wrong or everything's been piling on you. So this looks like it's going to be a tough week for you, but I really feel Cancer, based upon poised and clean it up, that yeah, it's a tough week for a reason. And the reason is to bring you to something more positive. The reason is for you to recognize that something's headed your way. It's almost like you're on the edge of a miracle. You're on the edge of a discovery. You're on the edge of being discovered. You're on the edge of, breaking free, breaking some sort of ground in a very positive way. But yet there's one thing that has to be released. And whatever this is that needs to be released, it's creating that fears and worries of your own making. If you can figure out what that is, you will be in a better position to move forward. I see a lot of lost sleep, not communicating with anybody, kind of doing your own thing, a decision that needs to be made, and rest and recovery. So I do see a lot of really tough energy here. But you're going to have to get it under control. I don't know if it involves another person. We have a King and Queen of Cups directly beside each other. If it does involve another person, I think you need to look at it from the solitary perspective because your energy is the one that's struggling the most in the present moment. So if you can release the energy and release the worries and the fears, I think you're going to see a shift and a change as that new moon comes up. The new moon hopefully will be more positive for you than this full moon. All right. Start on Monday. You locked yourself out of your house and you had to cut a screen where only one window was open. Oh my goodness. Start of your Monday. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, cool. Fusion. Engagement proposal or commitment for someone here. A ring designed just for you. Love it. Love it. We haven't had those in a while. You had to climb up into the window. Was it a high window? Like, did you have to do like a pull up to get up there? Like, because you said climb up, so that doesn't imply you could like just open it and step in, right? So you like, were you doing pull ups and having to do like complete fitness to get into your house? Oh my goodness. Ooh. Wow. Oh, that's tough. So we finished four, so we'll take a brief break. Anybody have any questions or want to talk about anything in particular? You have no upper strength. Ah, yeah. Piled things up. Oh, that was a good idea. Batman, your way in. I have upper body strength. I have a lot of strength, but I can't do it because my pacemaker, it can pull my if I do a pull up, it could pull my pacemaker lead out of my heart. So I'm not allowed to do them. So I would have had to have piled and piled and piled and piled until I could find a way in. You're lucky that you had a few things to pile up to get yourself in, though. That's good. It's good you can figure that out. So what's everybody been up to? Let me know how everybody else is. Was anybody else like affected by the storms, whether Helene or Milton? Helene really did a number on North Carolina. You do a spare hide key. I'm always afraid of that because I feel like, people who break into houses already have every idea of where you might hide one. So I kind of feel like it's too obvious and evident, where the keys might be. You just started a new class in philosophy. That's cool. How far was that to your old home? Well, it actually it was about two to 2.5 hours from where I used to live. However, that was the area. I don't know if you guys remember when I went on the shamanic retreat and I was considering either moving there or Tampa, and I ended up moving to Tampa. So it was the area that I had considered prior to that. And I have some cousins up there. They're safe and fine. My late ex-husband's family is up in that direction. I don't know if they're okay or not. That we don't communicate. Hopefully they are. But it was rough. And I know we have a subscriber that lives up in that direction too. At least one subscriber with 33,000 subscribers. I'm sure there's more. But of the regulars, 2 hours from your daughter's school. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Um, the 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 whole situation was just like overwhelming, seeing the mudslides, seeing, everything going on there. And Helene, I'm looking out my window right now where the water came in. We did not expect. We uh we were listening to a couple newscasters in the area and they kept saying, "Oh yeah, you're not going to get any you won't get any surge. It'll be fine." So, I mean, we trusted the meteorologists in our area. Not exactly the best idea. Um, we've since come to understand that they can only tell you so much. But the surge from Helene, it started getting terrifying for me when I noticed that the mangrove water wasn't going down. And that's like, it's between 7 and 8 feet from my patio. Um, So there's no room for the water to go when it comes in from the mangroves. And the mangroves are on the south side. So anytime we get a storm, that's where the water comes. So I always get flooding on my patio. But I was watching the water rise and oh gosh, it was an awful feeling. Why do you have a feeling I am going to be heading to Hawaii? Because I am heading to Hawaii. Maybe a year though. Maybe a year. At this point, I don't know if if I'm going alone or not. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Hawaii is calling my name. I fell in love with Honolulu. I fell in love with the island. Like uh it was great. So Maverick had work to do. So while Maverick was working, I was exploring and enjoying the island and A lot of things reminded me of back home. A lot of things reminded me of my life in Charlotte there. And it was an amazing experience. I felt like I connected very spiritually to the island. Um, Many of the locals noticed were very they noticed my energy and they recognized that my energy was very, I brought the aloha energy, obviously. I always bring love, light, and everything wherever I go, right? So I was bringing the aloha energy with me to Hawaii. So it was just like, it just got magnified when I was there. And so, um, it was pretty amazing. Oh, speaking of which, just in case Aurora watches this video, I hope to see you again at Maui Brewing. So um, it was just an amazing place for me, and I know that I belong there. It's kind of hard to explain. But right now I'm kind of in that space of okay, how do I make that happen exactly? Um, It involves a lot of pieces that need to fall into place, and I need to figure that out. So I love my bartending job. Currently doing really fantastic with it. I can transfer to a Marriott, hotel there, which is great. But I'm not so sure that that's. I want to make sure things are more stable before I move. So maybe a year or so, or two. Hopefully not two, because I'm, my age. I don't want to go any longer than that. So let's see. Why do I have a feeling you're heading to Hawaii? So, yep, I told you that. I am hoping the season comes to an end too. We have left a lot of our stuff in storage because um, having to evacuate from another Milton might be kind of hard. So Tank and I chose to leave most of our stuff in storage. So yeah, one after another it was overwhelming. Highly. You saw the surge video that was 15 feet. Well, you should see the one from Fort Myers, Hurricane Ian, and it'll put it into like massive perspective for you. So search out storm surge Hurricane Ian Fort Myers. You will see the storm surge take an entire house down and take it across the street, an entire house. And it was a 15 to 18-foot storm surge, I believe. And so it was really, really, really um an intense storm. Ian was. So that's why when they said we might get 10 to 15 feet here at our apartment, we knew we wouldn't be able to survive. And so Tank and I had to just met. I about cry every time I talk about this. So 10 to 15 feet, we would not have survived. We would not have had a home to live in. I'm exceedingly grateful that we do. Um, but it only took 10 miles moving southward to be able to keep us from that fate. So it's a little sobering. Oh, wow. Yeah, that flight probably would have gotten canceled. I'm glad she followed her gut. I'm glad she followed her gut. Keisha, you should definitely go. It's amazing, utterly amazing. And going, my friend Julie, I have never used it, so I can't personally attest to this, but my friend Julie uses going going.com to book cheap flights to places. She's traveled all over the world at this point using going. And so I know that Going has some cheap flights between now and the end of February for Hawaii. So just something to think about. They also have cheap flights for other places as well. So if that's of interest, check it out. Julie says it's great. I personally haven't tried it yet, but plan to. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Stacy. Thank you, Fusion. I am really hoping they fall into place and not pushed into place also. Um, very much so. Going. Yeah, it's and I looked at, I signed up for it. I've been getting some emails about it, but like I said, I've never used it, so I'm a little bit nervous about it, but my friend Julie's used it for the last 3 or 4 years. It used to have a different name, Scott's something. Yeah, so that was the video you saw. Yeah, that's a scary video. It's a scary video. I had to keep that in mind with Hurricane Milton. All right, I'm gonna get started on the next four, and then we can come back to chat. So we did Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer. We have not done a fire sign. Let's do Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries. Oh, woo. Aries. Clean up, chaos, and conflict. Well, Aries, you just had a full moon in your sign, so it may be necessary for you to take the reins here and make some sort of big, huge change in your life. Get rid of some sort of drama, get rid of somebody that's causing drama, get rid of a situation that's causing conflict, that's causing chaos, it's causing they're saying internal combustion that's causing you anger and frustration. Aries, Aries, Aries. I write down Aries so we know Aries is done, going to be done. Ooh, love it. All right, Aries, if you can create or if you can release, this may be internal conflict. This may be internal conflict about a scary new connection, whether this is a partnership in work or a partnership in romance. I feel like this is internal conflict. It's almost like it's scary. It's too scary for you. It may be that it's a very intense connection. Somebody that you met, it's an extremely intense connection, and you're like, okay, what do I do moving forward? I do see this could involve some sort of friendship, could involve reunion with the Three of Cups. So there could be reunion, could be friendship. I do see this beautiful daydreaming energy about a partnership. Hierophant, Six of Cups, Two of Cups. I'm getting a little bit of kind of like they're like a oh gosh, what am I trying to say? Like this person makes you lightheaded, makes you dizzy, makes you like feel this sense of like really intense feelings that perhaps you were not expecting. Because Aries, you're not somebody who like runs headfirst into love, right? You're not somebody who runs headfirst into some sort of business partnership. But whatever this is, it's like it's got your head spinning with ideas, right? It's got your head spinning with ideas. 'Cause I keep seeing like this head spinning kind of vibe. They're literally showing me, and this may be important to somebody, but they're literally showing me Tom and Jerry right before which one's the cat? Tom? I can't remember. They're literally showing me, like a cartoony kind of um thing where it's like that the cat's like about ready to pass out, you know what I mean? So that's what they're showing me, Tom and Jerry. So if that's important, if Tom and Jerry is important to somebody, or the name Tom or the name Jerry might be important. Tom's cat. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. And so they're showing me sort of like this head spinning energy. I feel like the chaos and conflict, my dear Aries, is internal. It's all internal. And before it becomes an external chaos and conflict, you need to deal with the internal emotions, the internal feelings, whatever it is that's being created by this connection. So if it's work based, it could be that, with the Hierophant, you're signing a contract with somebody, you're starting a business with somebody. Six of Cups, tons of ideas. It's going to be a great partnership, but yet you've got so many ideas that your head is spinning and you need to get grounded. Absolutely getting grounded would be extremely important. Getting out in nature would be great for you, Aries. It is fall in the northern hemisphere. So sitting by a nice fire pit would help you to get your mind straight. Just please use caution when using fire. So sitting by a nice fire pit or something of that nature might help you to like kind of put your thoughts together because then you'll be around fire. So I do see a beautiful partnership that has the potential to grow and blossom from here, but it all depends on you because the chaos and conflict appears to be within you. So it's, do you want to embrace this new beginning? Do you want to embrace this fresh start? Or is it overwhelming you to the point where you need to step away? I feel like stepping away might not be the best idea. Dealing with the conflict is where you're being guided. So the Two of Cups, this could be a soulmate connection. Soulmates can be friends. Soulmates can be even family members or an animal. But with the Hierophant, I see this as traditional movement forward. So that could literally be a business contract, a business partnership, or a romantic partnership. I do see that you see eye to eye with this person, that the two of you have the same ideas, the same viewpoints, and perhaps that might be where you're kind of feeling a little bit off center, because this person you may not have expected that from this person. You may have expected to meet with this person or, maybe go on a first date and just kind of like see, like you weren't too sure, but yet there's this spark of creativity, there's this spark of romance, there's this spark of movement forward that seems to be a little bit too much for you. Yet it also seems to be divinely orchestrated. And so I do see positive movement forward. Harness that full moon energy of Aries and be prepared for new beginnings at the beginning of November. All right. That's what I have for Aries. Candy corner s'mores, Aries. Tom and Jerry means something to you. Well, Tom's head's spinning, and it may be Jerry's fault. All right. So, who do we want up next? First person to give me a zodiac sign that hasn't been said. That's the one we're going to do. Except for Pisces. Pisces is last. Oh, I want my Mountain Dew. Hold on. Mountain Dew break. Virgo, you got it. Virgo's up. Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Ooh, Virgo. Love the Oracle card for Virgo. I have to admit, though, it's not real Mountain Dew. It's Sam's Club Diet Mountain Lightning. So it's not quite as good, but hey. Hi, Angelina. How are you? Virgo it is. Virgo's up. That's funny, Jen. All right. Virgo. Oh my gosh. Virgo. Literally, like you come up first. Hermit. In your element. Oh my. Oh my. No. Self-sabotage. Okay. I took some extra cards for Virgo. Virgo, self-sabotage over communication. What and wait till you see what it's about. It's about love, just so you know. Um, so it appears to be you could be losing sleep over something someone said, or maybe you just don't feel comfortable communicating. I mean, sometimes, Virgo is an introverted energy. Not all Virgos are introverted, depending on, their other planetary placements, but Virgo is more of a solitary energy. My nose is itchy on the left side. This could be communication from a man, um, specifically from a male, or at least somebody who's male by birth, whether they identify as they, them, that doesn't matter. The dragonfly and the dandelions on the Ace of Swords would indicate that perhaps the communication was somebody who desires a new beginning with you. Perhaps they desire to start over with you. It could be that, they desire to rebuild, or they're communicating with you in order to, yeah, in order to do, in order to start over. Thank you, Angelina. I'm good. But check out my hurricane video if you haven't seen it for updates. This also could be you wanting to communicate with somebody to start fresh. Now, this is interesting because we have clean it up and observer. It could be, Virgo, that what has got you in this fear-based energy is something you have seen. Maybe you're watching this person's social media, or you're kind of keeping an eye out for any kind of signs for direction, any sort of sign of danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Robinson might be important. Will might be important. Lost in Space might be important because they said danger, Will Robinson. So you could be looking for signs of danger rather than looking for signs of good, right? It's almost like looking for the red flags rather than the green flags, paying too much attention to the red flags and not enough attention to the green flags, or perceiving something as a red flag when really there are many green flags to be had. Now, the observer card typically comes up when you're looking for signs, symbols, direction, right? Or you're being given signs, symbols, and direction, but you're being told clean it up, observer. So you might not be perceiving this correctly. You might be perceiving danger where no danger exists. Um, you could be getting conflicting signs as well. Yeah, I feel like the energy of kind of like lost in space and the robot, wandering around. It's kind of like this the sense of, you're looking for danger at every curve, every turn. You could be too hyper vigilant right now. Maybe that's what they're saying is, okay, let your guard down to get to know this person. Because what we have you focused on is we have you focused on the sense that maybe there's no love here. Maybe there's no emotional connection here, or you feel that there might not be. So with the Hermit, you're trying to assess this particular new love, or this particular emotion you may be feeling for this person, or the emotion that this person has for you. And you might be saying, yeah, there's no love here because it wasn't A, B, and C, right? Like there can't be love here because I'm not responding to them in this particular way, or this particular thing is not occurring. It's almost like what I'm seeing is it's sort of like this checklist of things, like I can only be in love if A, B, C, D, E, F, and G is all occurring at the same time. Or this person can only love me if they do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, right? It's almost like yes, thank you, Spirit. You're using a template for love, a template of a past person, a template of a past person's actions to judge a person in the present moment. So I feel like this person that is showing up here in your reading may be being held to either an impossible standard from somebody from the past, or red flags from a person in the past are being transferred to this person in order for a protection mechanism. Because we see here with this Five of Cups, she feels exceedingly vulnerable with this love. She feels exceedingly vulnerable with the emotions she might be feeling. And there's this sense that, there's a need for protection, a need to protect at all costs. And it seems to be, based on what my spirit guides are saying, a need to protect yourself because of something somebody else did in the past. And so we can't transfer the energy of a past situation, a past difficulty, a past love to the present, because there's no way that the present person can understand what's happening without communication, right? And if you place the past person's action on the present, you may miss out on the biggest, most best love in the entire, in your entire lifetime. So you have to be very careful with that. So we see that this all stems around a connection that is exceedingly, exceedingly powerful. The chemistry of the connection is extremely strong with the lovers. There needs to be a decision to take this leap of faith, to start fresh with the Fool, to take the mask down, allow this person to see you for who you are, allow yourself to see this person for who they are. Maybe ask them more questions, get to know them through communication, find out how they deal with conflict, find out how they deal with, different scenarios in your life that may be causing you that sense of fear. Communicate those things, or communicate what your desires are for the present and the future rather than focusing on what happened in the past. Don't bring a past love into a new relationship. And then we see victory in love. So we see that there is the potential for this love to blossom and grow if you allow yourself to be vulnerable with this person, allow yourself to communicate that sense of vulnerability. And the two of you see where this can goes by removing the energy, cleaning up that energy of a past person. It's like it's almost like you're looking for signs in the current person that they're going to be evil and bad, like a past person who really, really hurt you. And it's like spirit is saying, clean that up. This person's not that person, right? Clean up that energy, because you need to stop looking for the negative and start focusing on the positive qualities of this individual. So that's what I see. If this is not somebody that's in your life now, it's somebody that's coming into your life very soon. So that's what I see for Virgo. Hi, Marie. All right. Pick another sign. We have done Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer, Aries, and Virgo. Whom we have left? We have Leo, we have Libra, we have Sagittarius, we have Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces will be 12th. Pisces is last. So sorry, Pisces, you're last. Love y'all, Pisces, but you're last. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I felt like you had to be last. So, first person to say it, either Leo, Libra, Sag, or Capricorn or Aquarius. Which one? You're very welcome, Angelina. Thanks for joining me today. I'll be back every Monday, 11:30 to 1. Every Monday, 11:30 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. I'm bringing back the weekly Zodiacs because I miss them, and I think you all do too. All right, so Leo came up first and then Libra. So that's the order we'll go in. Leo's next and then Libra. And then we will take a little break. All right, Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo. Wizard of Oz is coming up, but because I saw the lion in the Wizard of Oz, but The scarecrow is the one that is coming up the most. The if I only had a brain, right? Isn't that the scarecrow? If I only had a brain. Dun, 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 dun. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. If ever was he was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. The Cowardly Lion. Do we have a coward? Do we have a Leo that's not feeling brave enough to take some sort of action? Brain for the straw boy. I did not cause that, Jen. I literally did not cause that, just so you know. I did not intentionally go to Wizard of Oz. That's what they showed me. Okay, this is really strange. They don't call they know somebody didn't call him like poppers, did they? Like poppers, like in like to say pop, but like because for some reason that's coming through. Oh, oh, I love that. All right. Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Yeah, poppers. I got the word poppers. Oh, darn it. Leo. Divine masculine. Okay. Overall energy of Leo. The Emperor. Clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Change. So we have a Leo divine masculine, probably twin flame. You called your dad Pops. Did somebody call him Poppers though? I don't remember a cartoon called Poppers. I'm getting a lot of like references to old TV though. Um, so I feel like because we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor, I feel we have a twin flame divine masculine. This is the energy of a twin flame divine masculine. And it's literally coming up exactly what I saw before the cards even came out. But let's talk about the cards. So we have, clean it up and buy the book. Buy the book is usually a strong traditional energy, right? Where somebody's trying to do the right thing. Somebody's trying to do the right thing. They're trying to, um, it looks like they're trying with clean it up, trying to end a situation in the right way. Follow it's almost like following the playbook of their life in a particular fashion, right? Like things have to happen in a certain way. Interesting. At card is card 11. We said we have twin flame energy here. Um, I'm also getting strong 12th house energy, which is it's a house of spirituality. It's a house of solitude as well. So I feel like this divine masculine with a Leo placement, Leo, sun, moon, rising, Venus or Jupiter, that this divine masculine has been trying to do the right thing, but the Wheel of Fortune, when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, the Wheel of Fortune comes up when something is outside of our control. Like in my case, Hurricane Helene and Milton, specifically Milton, who stole his red stapler. That's all I got to say. Who stole Milton's red stapler? Um, It's like when something outside of your control happens. And so this divine masculine is trying to remain stable despite the fact that something outside of his control, his, her, they, them, outside of their control has caused some internal upheaval because we're back to that 12th house energy, right? So we're back to that 12th house energy. This particular divine masculine is trying to do things by the book, is trying to release something by the book because we've got cleanup by the book. And it could be that they're trying to release a long-term partner with the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins can also be building a business, building a stable financial future to be able to take care of you and somebody else. We do have a strong energy here of feeling like they have no control over a situation. And so this particular Leo feels like they have absolutely no control over whatever this is that has happened kind of outside of the norm. It's sort of like a shake-up moment when the Wheel of Fortune comes in. It's there to shake you up to move you where you're supposed to be, right? And so not everybody embraces that energy as such, but when you do embrace it as such and you make the necessary changes, good things can happen in your life. So we see that this particular Leo is kind of like on the outside looking in, saying, I feel powerless. I don't know how to control this situation. I don't know what to do. And there's this intense amount of fear here. So a loss of control has caused this divine masculine to feel extremely out of sorts. And the loss of control seems to be because of a situation that they have absolutely no way of dealing with, no way of taking any action on. We see them wanting to either offer something with the Page of Coins, offer an apology, offer communication, offer, if this is work related, offer a job, some sort of situation here. It's like they want to present themselves in a certain way, but every time they do, they get stuck in this fear-based energy. And this fear-based energy is holding this person back. So they have the opportunity to start something fresh, to move somewhere, to move something, in a positive light. The Page of Coins is that message of the new beginning, right? So it's almost like this Leo has heard what they need to hear to know that a new beginning is possible, but yet they're struggling to find their own sense of courage, their own sense of bravery, their own sense of, literally the cowardly lion is having trouble finding their courage. The Fool. I love the Fool in this deck. He's holding a tarot card. I feel like Leo is watching tarot. If you're dealing with a Leo, so if you're dealing with a Leo that's not on this channel, I feel like they're watching tarot from somebody else. I do feel they're watching tarot about this particular situation and about twin flames, something of that nature, because we do have a twin flame energy, and that this person it's almost like they've put you in the friend zone with this dog down here, but they're still watching tarot to see how they can have this fresh new beginning, how they can be vulnerable, how they can actually open up and pursue this. But like I said, they feel powerless and they've lost their courage. Now, it could be that somebody in their life has caused them to lose a sense of self-esteem, lose a sense of this sense of bravery. But I feel more like that's not the case. I feel more like what the situation is this feeling of a loss of control. This person struggles with a need for control. And when they have a need for control, then they feel like life is going as it should be by the book. But now that they have this loss of control because of circumstances that they have absolutely no ability to change, then we see this need to clean it up. We need to see this need to let go. It's almost like in letting go of control and just embracing this new beginning, this divine masculine may find the answers that they seek in order to move forward, in order to not be confined by tradition, in order to not be confined by, a sense of everything must be just so. It'll allow them to feel this sense of freedom, feel this sense of excitement of starting something new. But they have to release their need for control. Interesting, because where's the lion here? He's right up here. See that? I feel that the impact of whatever this loss of control is or whatever this change is, um, having that lion's head up on the top there, and we're talking about Leo, we're talking about control, we're talking about circumstances. I feel that this Leo may also be aware that whatever circumstances have occurred are necessary for them to let go of their firmly rooted beliefs and embrace their uh, twin flame mission. It's kind of like, tradition. Twin flames don't follow tradition. So it could be a need to release that, release their firmly rooted viewpoints and go with the flow and just give into the energy. So Leo in conflict. That's what we see this week. Hopefully I'll be better next time. Surrender to the divine. Yeah, surrender to your twin flame energy, Leo. Life would be a lot easier for you. Oh, wow. Keisha, that gave me chills. Leo, don't go burning the office down though. Just ask for the stapler. So back when that movie came out, I was like obsessed with that darn red stapler. I did buy a red swing line stapler. My son has one also. Yeah, that's exactly what you have to do, Jen. It's like, I mean, so unfortunately, sometimes that is a part of the journey, because sometimes it's you um coming to a point of finding your own direction, finding your own directions, being self-sufficient, and and that, his mission is to deal with it will be to deal with people going through similar situations to him. So let's see. All right, Libra's up next. Libra, Libra, Libra. Oh, I love Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. Matthew McConaughey. So I wasn't a fan for the longest time. Sorry, Matthew. But then I realized how aligned I was in his mode of thinking. And then I was like, okay, yeah, Matthew McConaughey is pretty cool. And then I listened to his I went to his red light, green light thing. What was that? Oh no, Bella, not now, honey. No, no, you can't go outside. Come over here. Come here, baby girl. Come here. Come on. I got your Betty over here. Come here. I even got your new toy. Got your new toy, baby. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, baby girl. Come on. Over here. You're not going out on the patio right now. She is obsessed with the patio. She loves to be out there and then she overheats. She won't overheat in Hawaii though. Yeah, exactly. He's grown on me too. Um, a lot of his way of looking at life and difficulties seems to be very much in alignment with the way I think. So, I've become a fan. A fan of his thought process anyway. Come on, Bella. Come on, little girl. Good girl. Come on. Come sit over here with mommy. Come on. Fine, be that way. Off you go. She's like, no. Her Aries stubbornness is coming out really strong. That's all right. Okay, Libra. Libra. Ooh, Libra. Hmm. Speaking of Libras, Deb does readings. Debbie, thank you very much for being a solid rock for me while I was dealing with the hurricane stuff. I truly appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot, my friend. All right, Libra. Oh, wow. So interesting. Leo, we just had divine masculine energy. Libra, we just have divine feminine energy. Look at that. The Empress. I feel though that this could be a mother-child dynamic because we do have the Empress and we also have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups has a child in it in this one. So this could be a parent-child dynamic that is coming into focus. You've got a separate card indicating the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands can be swift movement forward. It could be lots of communication, the arrows of love, that sort of thing, Cupid's arrows. Bringing positive energy into a difficult situation with a child, perhaps. Bringing positive energy into, um, your life too. It's interesting. We have two Libra cards, Empress and Justice. Hmm. Libra's your rising. So we have clean it up and soulmate. Libra sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter. You may be dealing with a love interest. Let's talk about it from the love perspective, and then I'll go back to the parent-child perspective. So when we have clean it up with soulmate, if you're currently in a relationship, there may be something that needs to change or shift in the way that the two of you communicate with the Eight of Wands. There may be something that needs to change or shift in some sort of direction that the two of you are moving in. We are ending with justice. So this could be you moving in together. This could be you, getting engaged. This could be you getting married. This could be you signing a contract with your partner on something. Um, but communication needs to shift and change. For those of you that are dealing with a soulmate that is a child, because we do have a parent-child situation showing up, it looks like a lot of loving communication is needed. The communication that you have with this particular person, whomever this is, because soulmates can also be workmates, friends, whatever the case. Whomever this is that you've had some strained conversation with in the past, it needs to shift. It needs to change. The conversation needs to shift. Things need to move in a positive direction. And so the Eight of Wands is also indicating that that must happen quickly. So it's important for you to move that forward quickly. So very, very, very important for you to make a shift and a change in communication between the two of you. Now, we also see that is showing here. Now let's talk about the Empress being our overall energy. The Empress being our overall energy, this is Venus energy. So always has to do with love and money. I love Venus, love and money. And so we don't see money over here, just so you know. I see love. And that could be familial love. It could be friendship love. It could be um, romantic love. But here we have the Empress who needs to tend to the energy and the hearts and the minds of those within her reach, right? Because here she is, she's got the world in her hands. She's got all these animals lingering around. She's got this positive, beautiful energy. And so in order to have a new beginning that's going to be very positive between you and whomever this person is, it's going to require you to be exceedingly loving, nurturing, and kind, and to tend to the needs of that person. It may be that you're going to navigate some very difficult waters with regards to communication here, that this person may be the one that's communicating very badly with you. And in order for you to correct that, you may have to sort of disarm them with kindness or disarm them with, a sense of appreciation and gratitude and show them, how much you care for them, etc. In some way, I'm getting the words disarm them. So I feel like you need to disarm this person, whether it's romantic, whether it's, familial, friendship, with some sort of loving kindness and loving words. And it needs to be many of them with the Eight of Wands. So we see with the Six of Swords, it's almost like you're having to navigate the, it could be you're having to navigate mental health of another person. Could be that you're having to navigate a negative mindset. Maybe you've got a negative Nelly that you've got this connection with, and you're having to navigate those negative waters to help them see things in a more positive light, to help them to be reminded of all the positive and the beautiful things that have occurred between the two of you. It may be necessary for you to look back on all those positive, beautiful things and also have a great vision for the future. A great vision, allow it to be daydreamy. Sometimes you can manifest change just by daydreaming and putting positive energy on that person. You will see their countenance change, even though you may have done nothing, said nothing, but up here you have done that and you've created a new energetic connection between you and this person. So it may be important for you to just simply make those changes in your mind and formulate a good, positive, daydreamy, beautiful energy for the future for you and this person. Then we see the Justice card after that. So this could be marriage. This could be a strong partnership. This could be just bringing balance into the situation between you and this person. Because I see that this person, you're having to navigate tough communication, tough waters, but you can bring balance to that situation through the means that we discussed, right? Cleaning up conversation between you and this person. So I see that, if you're able to do that, if you're able to make that change, then things will turn better for you as well. So it may feel like, why am I having to do all of these things for this other person when this other person should also be taking those actions? Sometimes it only takes one person to make a change and make a shift. And we do see that here with the Justice card. Now, it could be that somebody is daydreaming about a long-term future, daydreaming about getting married, daydreaming about starting a business, daydreaming about a partnership. This is a movement forward in a positive direction, transitioning into this new life, this new way of communicating, this new way of interacting will help your soulmate connection with this person, or will help a parent-child bond beyond anything else, according to the cards at the moment. So that's what we have for Libra. Libra. Those of you that are twin flames, same holds true for energetically sending positive energy towards your twin. All right, let me catch up. What's going on over there? We've got our break, and then we have 4 more. Of course, I'm going above 1. Sorry. We knew that was going to happen, right? Because usually they'd go about anywhere from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. Depends on the energy. Bella was like, no patio, fine, deuces out. Yep. She buried her head under the comforter. I could see her in my bedroom right now. She's got herself buried under the comforter. She's pouting. right. So this is our little tiny break to talk, chat, all that good stuff. So what do you wish to talk about? For those of you that just logged in or logged in recently, please excuse my Hurricane Milton evacuation boxes behind me. They will be cleaned up, but it may take some time because I'm working my way in. This is like last. And excuse my vision board and my my whiteboard back there, which for those of you that are wondering what's on my whiteboard, it says to do before moving to Hawaii. Hawaii. So that's what it says. Apparently, I have dental work on there because I got a cavity. What do y'all want to talk about now? Sorry about my shaky camera. I mean, to make a quick little check to make sure everything else is going good with all my other work stuff and that I don't need to deal with anything else. Okay, all good there. All good there. All right, nobody wants to talk about anything? Sometimes it's a little bit, it takes a little bit for it to move over. So for those of you that don't know, um, I am bartending. I don't know. I consider myself more of a mixologist than a bartender because it's nothing I love better than creating a unique cocktail. And unique is relative because somebody's probably already created it somewhere, but 2025. Yeah, we're shooting for 2026 for Hawaii, but I would love it to be 2025. That'd be amazing. So I do bartending at a rooftop bar here in town, and I bartend Monday and Tuesday nights. If you're ever in Tampa, that would be the time to catch me there. And so um, I love it, absolutely love it. When are you planning your move to Hawaii? Well, that's kind of hard to say, Sandra, because there's a lot of moving pieces that need to fall into place first. Um, first, my lease is up in February. I don't think it'll be by then. I have a bus to sell that I really wanted to live in, but after this experience, I think that's going to be a no. So I have a bus to sell. I have to get rid of a lot of things because sending goods to Hawaii is expensive. So I have to figure all that out. And I have a lot of stuff I need to do before that can be possible. And I have one big looming problem with all of that. I tend to be a procrastinator. Procrastinator. I have trouble with like actually staying on task because of a little bit of an ADHD, so I have to make a lot of lists and follow them twice, thrice. And so we'll see. Yeah. Well, I love bartending. I love bartending. So, but the thing that I love the most about it is creating new cocktails. And so I created a mocktail that's on our menu right now that people have been it's a mocktail, which means ritual gin, which has got no alcohol in it whatsoever. I created it because a lot of people had been graduating from high school and coming out to the restaurant to celebrate. And I wanted them to have kind of like a unique looking cocktail that sort of gave them that semblance of, oh, I'm celebrating like an adult. And so I created a really, really beautiful mocktail and they call it the Moonflower. They put it on the menu for me, which was just like, oh, I was so stoked. I was so happy that they did that. And uh, a couple of the servers that have tried it and they know how it tastes and they know that it's good are also they also encourage it as a actual cocktail. And we've discovered through the process of that it's good with vodka, it's good with gin, it's good with tequila. So it is extremely versatile drink. And one person even ordered it as an anniversary shot. So I made the one drink, split it into two, and they had an anniversary shot with it, and they loved it. And so that was exciting. I also created when the chata reps came out and brought some pumpkin spice rum chata. I created a tequila based pumpkin latte espresso latte martini, which was it's so good. And so they're thinking about putting that on the menu as well. That will not be named after me. And I also created another they had a gin that had prickly pear and orange blossom botanicals in it, and they were struggling to kind of like come up with a drink with that particular gin. So I said, "Can I try? Like just give me about 5 minutes. Let me try." And so I sat the bottle down on the end of the bar, and I I just, I looked at everything we had on hand, and I created a really incredible martini. Apparently martinis is my thing. I like that. And so I created a really incredible martini, and the food and beverage director said it was perfect as it was. We tried to change it up, and he's like, "No, no, no. Her original was perfect. Like that's the one that I would order when I'm out at a restaurant." And so I don't know if they'll do anything with that or not. One of my customers came in. I created a special gin cocktail for him. That one was not a martini and rather spicy. And so he told me I should call it the Brandon. So we'll call it the Brandon for right now. Um, and just the other day, 2 days ago, was it 2 days? No, Friday when I worked Friday morning. Friday morning, I created a drink in a Collins glass for a woman who wanted something fruity, but it needed to be with Tito's. So I created her a really, really tantalizingly tasty drink that she loved. So I just that's what I adore. I adore creating. Creating. What about Maverick? Will he go too? I don't know yet. So we'll see. He seems to be considering it. So we'll see. I'm trying to convince him that we need to try living in a studio apartment first to see how that goes. Because the apartments in Hawaii are tiny, tiny, tiny. Like they are so tiny. They're tiny. So I've already done that, right? Like I've already gone studio to smaller studio, and I know I could live in the bus. So for me, it's easy. But I'm pretty sure that I need to be in Hawaii. So trying to figure that out. I also I started doing a little bit of astrocartography on the potential move there. And um, I have looked at many places in the US, and um, my chart is not in alignment in a positive light anywhere else other than Hawaii. So we'll see. Okay, so enough about that. Enough about that. You guys ready to do the final four? Yeah, they're half the size. They're like 300 square feet, 250 square feet. Might as well be living in the bus. But but there's Honolulu. Honolulu was amazing. It reminded me so much of Charlotte and other things, and it was just amazing. So we have to choose from Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Who do you want to go next? Saggy, Capricorn, Aquarius. I'm thinking Aquarius. Aquarius. They're really pushing Aquarius in my spirit guides are really pushing Aquarius right now. We're doing Aquarius. Aquarius. Ooh, round and round and round. The merry-go-round. All right, Aquarius, you've got clean it up and round and round. Are you stuck in a rut, Aquarius? Are you stuck in a perpetual loop in a circumstance? Does something that keeps happening, keep happening, and keep happening? Do you need to kind of get off that hamster wheel, find a way to stop the hamster wheel and get things moving forward rather than moving in this perpetual cycle? Brett Eldridge's Cycles is coming up right now. Brett Eldridge, country star, the song Cycles. All right, let's see what we got. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. I keep hearing Virgo. Maybe you have a strong Virgo placement, Virgo moon, Virgo rising, dealing with the Virgo, Virgo Venus, Virgo Jupiter. $2. I want my $2. Better off dead. Okay. Wow. Okay, they're giving me so much imagery right now. Hold on, Aquarius. I'm seeing Better Off Dead. It's bicycle imagery. Something about bicycles, bicycles. So I am literally seeing that newspaper kid. News delivering newspapers was like my first job when I was 13. So I'm seeing that kid on the news that delivered the newspaper saying, I want my $2. I want my $2. And it's like he's constantly showing up. But I'm also once again back to the Wizard of Oz. I'm seeing I'm seeing that woman saying, uh, I'll get you, my pretty, and that little dog too. And then I see her, riding the bicycle with Toto in the basket. And so um I'm also getting electric scooter, electric bike, it's electric. The electric slide. The electric slide is going through my head. And I'm seeing people line dancing. What do you feel is out to get you and preventing you from just going with the flow? Or what does somebody in your life feel is out to get them that's preventing the two of you from going with the flow? Because we first got Brett Eldridge's Cycles, right? It's like you and another person come back together, you and another person have a falling out. You and another person come back together, you and another person have a falling out. It's like that endless cycle, right? And so I was seeing the hamster wheel, and then I was seeing the spokes of a bicycle. Okay. Okay. Got it. Stranger Things. Ooh, this is really intense energy right now. Aquarius. The reason Stranger Things is one of the four elements in the Stranger Things deck is a bicycle. Spokes on a bicycle. And now like I'm getting that the viewpoint of everything that's constantly revolving and being the same thing over and over again. It's literally like you go through good, then you go through bad. You go through good, you go through bad, but it's like the same thing. It's never ending. Um, Never ending story. Brad, yeah. All right, Aquarius. You literally get the six of spokes comes up first. Wow. All right, let me review which one is spokes. Strands is wands. Ten of spokes. Okay, so spokes is cups. Interesting. So this is love. Six of cups. Somebody that you already have already dealt with. It's coming back around. Notice they're showing the Ferris wheel now. They're showing the Ferris wheel behind them. So interesting. Everything is this revolving circle that they're showing me. Literally everything. And so what happens when you're on the top of the Ferris wheel, right? Like you're on this high. It's like, oh, look at everything down below. It's so beautiful. Or you're terrified for your life, right? So maybe one of you seeing everything is beautiful at this high point, right? It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's fabulous. And then boom, the other person is like, oh, this is too terrifying for me. Get me down now, you know? And so it's almost like a twin flame dynamic. I don't know if you're dealing with a twin flame Aquarius. You might be dealing with a twin flame. Um, but it's like you and this other person when you're on a high point, when you're on a high point, they're on a low, and they're on a high, you're on a low. And there seems to be this um revolving door. You need to stop the revolving door. A nine of dice. So the dice are swords, I believe. And so here we have this energy of this happy-go-lucky energy, this energy of looking back at positive times, good memories, fond memories, but yet a lot of fear. A lot of fear is holding you or this other person back. That's why you can't seem to get off of this hamster wheel with this person. Somebody's internal fears are causing this situation not to move forward. Your overall energy is strength. But notice how she's just kind of like she seems like she's not feeling super strong. She seems a little bit vulnerable. She's very closed off. You could be dealing with a woman that's exceedingly closed off, or you could be a female that's exceedingly closed off, having trouble opening up to the possibilities of this connection. Um, Hold on, I've got. So we've got the Four of Scoops, the Page of Scoops, and the King of Spokes. So this tells me four of coins is when somebody is holding back, right? They're not opening up. They're not being vulnerable. But I see that this person is going to attempt to be vulnerable. They're going to attempt to open up. They're going to attempt to fight their fears. And there's the gosh darn bicycle, right? Here he is on the gosh darn bicycle, keeping his emotions in check. It's almost like we have a king sitting here going, okay, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to be vulnerable or are you not? It's almost like with the page of wands here, this page of strands and the page of scoops, it's almost like this person is saying, look, it's time to get off the hamster wheel. It's like either get off the hamster wheel now or the wheel is stopping. because we see he's at this pause space, but it looks like he's ready to take some sort of action. Which direction is he going to go? Which direction is this person going to go that is going to attempt to be vulnerable? Are they going to run? If they're going to run, I feel this king is going to move on. If this particular person chooses to remain in this fear-based energy, it looks like this king's going to say, you know what, had enough of it, had enough of the upside down. It's time to turn things around. And so it looks like you and this person, Aquarius, are on a defining moment. What will this person do? I think if you and this person are able to get on the same page, then we see this beautiful energy of togetherness, of excitement, of, moving forward in a beautiful way. Um, and I see you're poised and ready for that. If they choose to go in the same direction as you, you're ready to give it your all. But if they choose not to, it almost looks like you're ready to say, okay, I'm not staying on the hamster wheel anymore, cleaning it up, not going round and round anymore. It's almost like there needs to be change here. And if there's change here, then you have beautiful movement forward. If there's no change, this person's just sticking where they are on that same old wheel. And it's like you're at a point, Aquarius, where you're not willing to give in to their fear-based energy any longer. So that's what I see for Aquarius. Or it could be vice versa. It looks like this week is a defining moment for you and this person, though, Aquarius. All right, so that's what I have for Aquarius. All right, Capricorn or Sag? Which one do you want? Cappy or Sag? Hi, Victor. What sign were you looking for? I went in the order of, as you see, Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer, Aries. It's because I wasn't talking to you, phone. My phone thought I was talking to it. Saggy? All right. So Sag, Capricorn, and Pisces up next. Thank you, Fusion. Normally I do the 12 cards and I shuffle them and whichever one comes out, that's the order we go in. We don't have those cards unpacked yet. So I will get to that soon. Ooh, Sag. Clean it up and why? Let's see why. What is why? What is why? I'm getting a race to the finish line. I'm seeing you crossing the finish line, Sagittarius. Coming out on top, coming out first. Wow. Okay. For some reason, we have 6 cards for you. Recent energy for you, Sag. We have 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands in the reverse. For those of you in my area, this could be, what do you do about the loss of your home if you've been affected by Hurricane Milton or Hurricane Helene in a negative light? Or what do you do about losses that have occurred with your home? Having the four of wands can represent a physical home. And in light of the fact that I know that I have many of you in the area that do watch these videos, this could be, what do you do about a home? There's a sense of feeling. We also have, moving on, being displaced in some way, shape, or form. So the energy could be that. I do see, once again, I do see the imagery of you crossing the finish line, kind of like a marathon runner crossing the finish line. And so I feel that things are going to come out positively. However, it's going to involve, it's almost like a race to the end. Like if you were, for instance, if you were affected by the storms, did you get your claim in right away? If not, do it now. Get it in. Take your pictures, take your videos, take your, get all your information together and get your claim in. Something of that nature, like you need to move forward quickly on something. So, um, so we do see a need to take rapid action in some way in order for you to move forward. Now, this also could be Sagittarius, you not having enough time for the people in your life, you not having work home life balance. It could be that you need to make a shift, find a new job, something of that nature, because this Two of Coins is an unbalanced Two of Coins in this particular deck. And we see that there is a need to balance your home life and your work life, or two aspects of your life. It could be balancing time between one and another person. It could be that you need to balance your own time, give enough time to the gym, but also enough time to something else, kind of looking at your life saying, okay, this is where things are out of whack and need to be adjusted. So we do see an adjustment period coming up here for you. Now, Page of Swords, Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is moving away. And in this particular case, it could be, and especially since we have Y, and Y is very much a thought-based energy, and so is the Page of Swords. And clean it up with Y. Maybe stop sitting here going, well, why did this happen to me? Woe is me. Love you, Sag. I'm not saying you're a victim, but in some particular situation that you're dealing with, you may be feeling that way in the present moment. I validate that, especially if you just went through everything that we went through here, completely. But it's almost like Spirit is saying, whatever this news is with the Page of Swords, or whatever information this is that you're needing to kind of work your way through, you need to release whatever sort of negativity is associated with this communication in order for you to find answers on how to make a positive shift and a positive change. I do feel like this has to do with money for most of you, because the energy of the Seven of Coins is what we're seeing for your reading for this weekend or this week. So, and it can linger into the next, 2 weeks after. But I feel like it does have to do with money, or it does have to do with something that you have put a significant amount of time and energy into. So if that's a relationship, you can equate it to that. But whatever this is that you've put a significant amount of time and energy into, there is something that has gone awry with that, or will. And there is a need for you to release all the questions surrounding it. It could be that when this particular situation occurs, or whether it has recently occurred, that there's too many mind, right? Like the Last Samurai, too many mind, a need to release that in order to see your way forward. Because I see that you are going to be moving forward with that Eight of Cups. You are going to be releasing whatever this negative vibe, negative communication is, whatever it happens to be. You are going to release it, but it's going to require an effort from you. Things got a little dark in here. I hope that doesn't mean rain outside, because I don't have any lights on right now. The lights you see are from my screen. That is going to require you to go into deep thought and reflection about how to take action here. I feel that for those of you that are dealing with home loss or home difficulty, you need to figure out how to take action now. It feels like it's time sensitive to me. If this is something else in your life, if it's something related to, finding your direction, finding your purpose, maybe you've lost your sense of direction, you've lost your sense of purpose in life. And this is you saying it's time to figure out what that is, because you've taken too much time sitting on the sidelines, let's go back to the marathon thing. Too much time on the sidelines and not enough time in the race. And so it may be that you need to figure out how to take action on what your purpose, your life purpose and your life direction is. And that's what I'm seeing for you, Sag. All right, my dears, that's what we have for Sag for the upcoming week. Capricorn. Capricorn, how are my Cappies doing? Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Candy corns, get ready. You're up next. Bye, Keisha. I hope you have a beautiful day. See you next week, my dear. She probably already left, but I hope you have a great day. Capricorn. 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 Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. You got one card out. It's like separate message, See if it's related or not. Wow. Okay. Yeah. First of all, let go of the fear. All right. Let go of fears and worries. Fears and worries. Fears and worries as a result of the unknown. Fears and worries over the result of something that has happened or will happen that is outside of your control. Spirit is stepping in to make a shift and a change in your life. The shift and change in your life involves money, money and financial success, Capricorn. Your overall energy is that, well, your card that came out separately is the 10 of coins. And from what I'm seeing with the other cards that came out, this appears to be financial in nature. And it's a change that is occurring for the better to bring in increased income. However, it comes with a price. And I will show you the price in just a minute. Okay. So 10 of coins. You have clean it up and imagine. So maybe you're not manifesting the right things. Maybe you need to look at what it is that you wish to manifest and revise it, change things. Maybe it's needing to look into how to make this financial increase happen and change things up. It could be that you feel like you have to have an extremely high amount of money in order to make something happen. And the only way you can make this happen is if you can make, you can make a certain dollar amount. And they're saying, no, 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 go back to the drawing board, make some changes. So, once again, unforeseen circumstance coming your way or having already done so. You have the Emperor, the Fool, and the Five of Cups. It's that Five of Cups that tells me there's a price to pay for this. You have a new beginning, could be a new job, could be a new direction. With the Emperor and the Fool, it requires planning, strategic planning. The Emperor in this case is strategic planning to make this financial growth happen, to make this financial windfall happen, to make this new job happen. You must plan, you must map things out. The Emperor is a beautiful strategist. He can sit down and create his plan for the future and enact it, but it will involve having to also put that time and energy into finding people that can help you make these things happen. All right. So we see that this Emperor energy involves that strategic planning and taking the leap of faith, actually saying, okay, I'm going to go this direction. I'm going to try it, see what happens. I mean, you're not going to know unless you see what happens. You only lose out on the things that you don't try. So you only regret the things that you don't do. So don't let regret, which we see in the Five of Cups, linger. Instead, take the leap of faith. With the Five of Cups, there is a loss. in order for you to make this change for financial abundance, in order for you to make this change for peace, for happiness, there will be a loss. And we see here that there also will be a little bit of a chaotic energy for temperance to come out. In order for you to pursue what's going to make you most happy with this Nine of Cups, the change is going to bring a little bit of chaos into your life with that temperance card. So you're going to need to be patient. You're going to need to be understanding, and you're going to need to figure things out in a methodical way because of the Emperor. But I see success with the Nine of Coins. Success in life, success in your endeavor, success in making this change happen. But because patience is there, it may take longer than you expect. So you need to be aware that it may take longer than you expect to get what it is that you want, but start making your plan now because it is possible. So if you have Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or Jupiter, take it to heart. You have peace. You have a new beginning up ahead that's going to be very lucrative for you if you so choose to take those steps. All right. That's what I have for Capricorn. Pisces, I really don't like the card that they gave me for you for your oracle. I'm just telling you. I'm looking at it right now. I don't like it. We'll deal with it together, Pisces. All right. Pisces last. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Pisces. Oh, wow. Okay. 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 Hmm. Pisces. Hi, Ashley. Well, welcome. Leo was the seventh sign I did. So if you want to rewind back, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the fifth one back from now. And so go back through Capricorn, go back through Sag, Aquarius, and Libra. Welcome, welcome. All right. So Pisces, we've cleaned it up and orphaned. So is this a mindset shift that needs to occur for you, Pisces? Are you feeling alone? Are you feeling abandoned? Do you have a fear of abandonment? Pisces, if you have a fear of abandonment, that's what you need to clean up. That's what you need to release. A fear of abandonment, a fear of being alone. It may feel like you are going it alone, that you are going through life alone, that you're going through difficulties alone. You're not. You're not. You have a three of cups. So there are friends and family on your side that you can go to, that you can, experience a sense of togetherness with. There are friends and family that will be there by your side, in whatever endeavor you seem to be undertaking. I do see here that there is somebody from the past that you have a lot of love for. Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, and the Death card. And there may be some sort of wound or some sort of hurt that needs to be released from that past. Now, this could be, once again, I said Pisces, the past can be yesterday. It could be last week. It can be last month. It can be last year. It could be 5 years ago, however long. But there is somebody who you have a lot of love for that you need to release something they said or did to you with the Death card. The Death card is that handling the situation from the past that is currently up here or in your heart, right? That may be inhibiting your ability to move forward in love or your ability to move forward in something that's going to be very exciting. And so you need to release that energy, or perhaps your person does. And with the death card in this particular deck, she's holding this white rose, which is a white rose of peace, right? And we see the wound. We see the wound, but we also see her embracing peace, releasing what caused the wound in her life. So we see, Pisces, that you need to release a fear of abandonment. You need to release the fact that you may not have fit in. Maybe you felt like you didn't fit in your social group, or you didn't fit in your family. You know, maybe you felt that you didn't have the support you needed at some point in time. And that's what needs to be released, because releasing that energy is going to bring this happy new movement. This could be a reunion between you and this person, and you have to let go of something they said or did because it will interfere. This could also be you celebrating forward movement. I see, Pisces, I see communication regarding you and somebody that you're either partnering up with in business, or somebody that you have a very strong chemistry, a very strong love with. I see the communication between you and this person. And then I see movement forward with the Justice card, bringing balance into this relationship, or bringing a commitment or some sort of movement forward with this individual. It could also be signing a contract. So perhaps the two of you are moving in together and signing a lease, or perhaps the two of you are moving towards a long-term partnership, or perhaps the two of you are starting, a business together and having to sign some paperwork on, creating an LLC or something of that nature. So we see communication coming in that's going to be very happy and is going to bring your life into a place of togetherness and balance. But you must release this fear of abandonment. Absolutely, positively. Because in releasing the fear of abandonment, you have happily ever after. You have happy, joy. That's all I have for you, Pisces. It was self-explanatory. It was short, but it was self-explanatory. Wow. So thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I super appreciate it. I'll be back Mondays, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until a Hawaii move. Then it's going to be later in the day. Whenever that happens to be. Whenever that happens to be. Year from now, whatever. Then it's going to have to be later in the day. Hawaii's on a different time zone. So is there anything you guys want to talk about before I head out? Any questions you guys have about the channel? Any questions you guys have about anything? Oh, it was great to see you guys in as well, Jen. Super appreciated your loving support during Hurricane Milton. Really appreciated that. Thank you. I missed y'all. I do not work at the restaurant Monday mornings. So this will be a weekly thing. New stuff on the site. Oh yeah, I got a lot of news. Yeah, thank you, Fusion. I do have a lot of new stuff going on at the at the website. So first of all, one of the things I discovered, you guys, is that Spaces by Wix, which is an app, right? Let me show it to you. Let me pull it up. Where'd it go? There it is. So Spaces by Wix. See, there's yours truly. It's kind of hard to see me. It's gonna shine on here, but there I am up there. On this particular app, it will show you announcements, any announcements that I put up. It will show you events that are coming up. It will also show you, so the next event coming up is Wednesday. That's a freebie. That's only for my YouTube VIP group, the chill and chat from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's where we hang out in Zoom, chat, catch up. It's literally just we literally just chat, chill, talk about life and everything, catch everybody up on what's going on. Saturday on the 26th will be Twin Flame Soulmate readings, so that's up on the website. Also beginning next week, I'll be doing weekly readings, super, super cheap, like $11, I think, 11.11. Where it's a spirit message. So if you want a spirit message for the week, you can order one up until Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Then next Monday, Zodiac live stream again here. And then new moon and Scorpio tarot and astrology readings are also up on the website under the events tab. And then of course the weekly VIP chill and chat will be Wednesday nights 8 to 10. And then the weekly Zodiac reads will be Monday 11:30 till whenever we finish. Now, I also made another change. I've had some requests to go back to Zoom. So I have gone back to Zoom. And the 30-minute and 60-minute readings are the only tarot readings available at this point. A 30-minute reading would be one area of focus, a 60-minute reading up to two areas of focus or just one. It's your choice. And those can be Zoom or pre-recorded. So up on the website, Zoom pre-recorded, your choice. You just let me know which one you want. However, if we do Zoom, I absolutely must adhere to the 30 minutes or 60 minutes. I cannot go beyond. I had to get rid of them because some of you were taking like 3 hours of my time. I can't do that when I have other jobs that I'm working as well. So it will have to be 30 or 60-minute. That's it. I do have personalized meditations you can order, group Reiki, distance Reiki. And then I had to stop because of the two hurricanes, but daily blog posts. So keep an eye out on that. I've been posting them up on the Instagram stories with the link there, as well as Facebook, the link in there, and the community tab as well. I was going to do the daily astro, but I got rid of that because I just can't predict what's going on with the weather. And so it was interfering too much. So I had to remove that. So blog posts and what else? I'm working on some other things for you guys too. So just to know, just a note about that. Also, if you haven't checked out my link tree, do check it out. It's linktr.ee/Ocean Moonflower. Fusion, if you can, could you type that web address in for me? http://linktr.ee/Ocean Moonflower. That's my link tree where everything is. So from that, you can get to a place where you can order a reading, or you can see the events, or you can see the blog posts. Like all the blog posts have their own link on there as well. And there's also home loan stuff up there. Like literally everything is up there, including my Spotify link is on my link tree. A link to the Twin Flame playlist on Spotify is up there. ACT Twin Flame Fire Heart Fire. That's up on Spotify. It's also on the link tree, as well as a link to my son's music and my daughter's music. Now, technically, she's a daughter from another mother, but I absolutely love and adore her, and I see her as family anyway. So, and and Tank is kind of like her mom's son from another mother. So, her music is also up there. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff going on, and I'm continually making changes and adjustments. So keep an eye out. There may be some new stuff up there. And that's about all that we got. So we shall see you guys later. I'm gonna head out and get to work on some of that website stuff I was talking about. And some new content for you guys that I was talking about. There we go. Thank you so much, Fusion. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let me see if there's anything else on there that I need to mention. I don't think so. Tarot readings is right front and center. Tarot events. Oh, you can also see the last video that I published. I don't know if it'll put the live video up there as the last video published when we finish or not. I'll see if it shows up on the link tree, but it does come up as, you know, if you want to see the last video published, it's also on the link tree. So it might be a good thing to bookmark, you know, bookmark if you want to be able to get to things pretty easily. I think you can get to more stuff there than you can via Spaces by Wix, if that makes sense. Let me get back to the weekly zodiac. There we go. All right, my loves. Mahalo nui loa, which means thank you to great lengths. So mahalo and aloha. Much love to all. And I shall see you guys again later. Kiss, hug. Mwah. Big hug. And until we see each other again next week, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Do keep tuning into the channel because more stuff is coming. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. And thank you for always being a wonderful sense of soul family as well as supporting and encouraging.